How's it going, everyone? Mike here with Merch by Amazon. Week in review, I guess. I'm gonna do a sales update on the last 3 days. I'll talk about today as well, which is Sunday, but the day's not over. There's a few hours left in the day, so I'll probably do a separate video on that, and then that'll lead us into the monthly review. So far, as you can see here, these are the 3 days that I'm talking about. We have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and those were what I would say slower days. Definitely these threes. So basically, what's been happening is, as you can see here, this chart actually just puts it into it's like a nice visual presentation of exactly what I've been going through with my sales. And I don't know how you guys are feeling. I'm getting comments from a bunch of viewers basically saying, you know what, you're definitely not alone when it comes to this. Last couple of weeks have been extremely slow, and at times that's how I felt. I always go back to those averages, and the averages actually has been slowly increasing, especially the 7-day average, and the month so far is actually creeping up to the previous month. At the beginning of the month, the theory was basically that we're going into the summer kind of slump. It's going to be slower. Amazon was doing a lot of changes, and that's kind of proven to be wrong so far. Again, not by much. Just having the month to be in the same area, or the same number, for example, April and May, the same number of sales, isn't that big of a deal. But when you're going into the month expecting a drop, and the drop is not just kind of like saying, oh, I'm expecting a drop for no reason, but simply because of historical evidence. May usually, well, we're not going to be looking at 2020. May usually drops, the sales drop because we're getting into those summer months. So the expectation was, as you can see here, that this year would kind of follow this trend. And if you see February, March, April, May, like, look at this, we're going down, right? Until it actually starts picking up later on when we're nearing kind of Q4 and back to school shopping and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I was expecting. And then that's why I'm saying, like, this is a nice kind of a pleasant surprise. And my theory is still that things are slower for people because when Amazon's working on things, our sales typically drop at times. And that's maybe not the case for everybody, especially people that are selling thousands of products each month. But, for just people that are getting these kinds of results like myself, we definitely notice that. Okay, so let's see. So right now, as you can see, the 7-day average is 54. Like I said, this is including today, so 188 for the U.S. market, which brings us to the total of 216 overall. So 216 sales so far, and comparing that to the total of the previous month, it's basically so 10 behind. So I was getting confused because I thought it was the same number, but it's a different number. So this month so far 216, and last month total 226, which means that we have 1 day and a few hours to get those 10 sales, and then we will actually beat the month. So far, let's just look at the results again for this month. As you can see here, Spain's throwing us off a little bit because that's the only zero, but pretty much a sale, at least one sale or at least two sales across all the other marketplaces. And then as you can see here, US leading the way with about $3,500 in sales, which is pretty awesome. The last thing, and I'll wrap it up here, the last thing, actually a few things. This number, I was actually gonna push it to 30,000 before I recorded this video, but then I just didn't want to do it randomly because there is room. So I'm about to crack 30,000 live products, and so that's good. And what I'm trying to do every single time I put out one of these videos is to encourage you guys. Like I keep saying, you will not get those 400 or whatever the case for your tier is uploads a day back, meaning work, meaning upload. Even if you, for example, like, to kind of just do like a quick kind of like, hey buddy, you got 30,000 live products and you did 10 sales today. That's terrible, maybe, but you know what, I'm gonna be getting these numbers as high as I can, and this is gonna grow as well. So anyways, that's kind of like the encouragement I want to give you guys. I'm just saying, do it, keep doing it. And then the other thing that I wanted to say is I am slowly listening to you guys. So the big question is, hey buddy, why don't you advertise? Why don't you use ads? My big explanation was I honestly don't want to half-ass it. What I don't want to do is I don't want for people to think that, hey, running ads on Amazon is so easy. You select a product, you run the ad to be automated, and you put some money down, a couple of bucks a day, and there you go. Running ads, it's complex, especially if you're going to do it yourself and you're going to target, for example, certain not only individuals but keywords. There's a lot of things, a lot of trial and error that goes into it, because of, for example, a certain product will work with certain words and all that kind of stuff. And that was the reason why I haven't been running ads, because if you're not doing it well, you're going to be losing money, number one, or you're going to be breaking even, which in that case is not a terrible thing. It's going to be a waste of your time. But what I want to say is I'm actually going to put a few bucks down on ads, and we can start tracking this together. And that's, at least it'll be one more thing that we can talk about. And for example, for those people who are not able to run those ads, at least they'll get that through my account to see if it actually works. So I'm going to be careful with the amount of money that I put down, because it adds up very quickly. And then I'm going to be very selective with my products, right? So the question is, do I put down $5 a day on a certain product, and to actually get any kind of fair results, you want to have that ad running for at least 30 days, because that's when it actually becomes effective and starts getting results. So that's that money can add up, especially if you're running a few ads. So for example, I think what the approach that I'm going to take is going to be, certain products I'm going to be doing $3 a day. So let's take into consideration, so that's $90. And then if I do $5 a day for another product times 30 a month, so that's another $150. So do you get what I'm saying? So this is a monthly fee, for example, that I'm going to be running, spending on ads. And if I'm not making that much not in sales but in profits, then I'm losing money on ads. And do I do this commit to, for example, to 2 months to actually see if the results are there, and then based on those results I decide to either change or cancel the ads. So now as I'm talking about this, do you kind of get that sense of why isn't this guy just running ads? There's a lot more to it. So anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of play around with it, do what I'm comfortable with. I'm not going to spend too much money, but again, if I spend $100, $200 a month testing out ads, I'm not so worried. I'm okay with that kind of stuff and that amount. It might be more, it might be less. Like I said, we'll see. But basically, what I'm trying to say is I'll do it. I've heard you guys, run some ads, buddy, and that's what I'm going to do. So, anyways, that's where we stand. One day away from the end of the month, turning out to be an okay month. Better than expected, definitely not great, especially with this number of live products. But you know what? This is a long-term game. I'm gonna keep pumping out these designs and products, and a year from now, who knows where we'll be. Anyways, as always, thank you guys for watching. As I've started to say, Please like and subscribe. 25% of people who watch this are actually subscribed, and 10% of people actually hit the like button, compared to 1% who hit the dislike button, which is awesome. So anyways, just that quick reminder. I'll talk to you guys soon.